Slam Sector contains levels of brain rot that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you back to an incredibly special, toxic episode of Slam Sector. Yes, much like cigarettes that you might smoke when you are a freshman in college, this game is very toxic. There's going to be a lot of poisonous...
A lot of slime.
A lot of slime, yeah.
A little bit of an insight into our pre-recording conversation.
We might have to explain that one to the certified viewers.
No,
all right.
Not even certified viewers get that one.
Not a soul gets
Well, now
that
we're
one.
just tantalizing them.
That's fine.
All right, so what we got for you today is Kill Team, in sticking with the Skirmish Summer.
There you go.
Plague Marines, my beloved, versus brand new kids on the block, brand new snake horrors on the block, the...
Raveners.
Raveners,
the new
there we go.
Tyranid Ravener box. Very excited to give them a try. The rules are very unique and fun and interesting. I will try to do it justice. We'll see. They're new, so haven't gotten a chance to actually do a play test with them. This will be my first time actually piloting them, but I'll do my best.
Hey, and this is only my second time piloting Death Guard Plague Marines, so... I want to reiterate again, we are seriously casual.
So casual.
About our Warhammer and other related spin-off games that you may see us playing in the next few
All
weeks.
games we play, we are casual at.
Oh yeah. So think of beer and pretzels. Don't think of Art of War. Are those the guys that? Yeah, we love them. We love you guys. Goonhammer, love you guys.
I thought you were just talking about Sun Tzu.
Oh, I mean, you know, Sun Tzu 2, The Art of War 2 is even better.
I cannot find that anywhere.
You really need to.
I can try.
Long story short, Bear and Pretzels Warhammer, much over 3D chess, Megamind brain plays.
Yeah,
So
I want to early disclaimer: we haven't played much of this edition of Kill Team at all, so we're probably gonna get some shit wrong.
Yep,
that's all right.
Just tell us very nicely. Don't be mean to us.
Light me up gently in the comments, please, or in the live chat if you catch this one while it's
We
broadcast.
did try to get some practice games in, so we're not just standing here staring at the rules for half an hour, silently crying to ourselves as we don't know what we're doing.
That's always fun.
But as always, we appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like, sub, join the Discord, all those things. We love having you be members of our community and chiming in. We love hearing what you have to say. Hopping in the Discord with us, it means a lot. Yeah. Do we want to go over what's coming up next Monday, or do we want to just start getting into lists?
Sure. Wednesday, we're going to be doing basically an after-action report of this game of Kill Team here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Talking about how this game went specifically, and also just kind of Kill Team as a whole. And then next Monday, continuing on with week 5 of Skirmish Summer, we're going to be playing Space Gits.
Space Gits!
Very excited about that one.
That one's wacky.
I want to be somebody!
Yeah, that one came out of the fever dreams of the Slam Sector guys, and a fine young man put it into a rule book and surprised us with us. So
yeah, and then
amazing.
The week after that, we're going to be wrapping up Skirmish Summer with some Trench Crusade.
Trench Crusade.
Yeah, Trench Crusade is building quite a reputation, at least on Instagram and stuff. For some reason, the Instagram algorithm has caught me. And they're just like, hey, do you want to see every 4th post being something about Trench Crusade? I guess, in the moment you hesitate on it, it's like,
Yeah,
oh, I got
the problem is you go, kind of, and the second you go kind of, it's like, that's everything.
Gotcha!
That's
Yeah.
everything, baby. I am very interested in not Kill Team, my God, Trench Crusade, and seeing how that universe and everything develops. It's very new. But I like what they've got going on, and from what I've heard, the play of it is very smooth and fast and fun.
It is very streamlined play from what I've seen.
So I'm excited to see how that goes. But
We're playing Kill Team today.
today we're playing Kill Team, so why don't we get to the lists?
Well, no lists.
We don't have
but
lists?
Here is
Mission.
the mission.
There
We're
we
playing
go.
on Killzone Volcus, which has some interesting rules with the strongholds, and then the crit op is secure. So they can do actions on each of the objectives to basically claim control over it and secure that objective. It remains secured for them until the enemy decides that they're going to secure it. And then each time, or at the end of the turning point, if you have a secured objective, you get 1 VP. If you have more secured objectives than your opponent, you get an extra VP.
Yep.
Absolutely. I guess, pardon. So I did that without. That was a reflex. My bad, y'all. I guess the Death Guard kill team does have a few different choices it can make. I took the flail instead of the flamer guy, because I like swinging a flail. It's got a bell on it. I like bells.
Pretty
Praise
cool.
Nurgle, yeah.
Yeah. This is very much too going to be kind of like we're gauging interest in kill team kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So I made some new overlays, but I haven't made all the overlays that I want. So this is kind of where we're chilling right now.
Yeah.
But
if everybody likes it, we might play some more. We've been enjoying it. Just let us know in the comments. Get in the comments.
Get in the comments.
Get in the comments. Let us know on Discord. All the different media things. Every way to get in touch with us, let us know and we take a look.
Yeah.
Do I go first because I rolled earlier, or do we roll off for that now? I cannot remember.
You go first.
We roll off for it now. I think if it's a tie, it goes to me because you had it, but I need to double check that. Let's just hope we don't get a tie.
3.
Hey, okay. All right. I believe it is you. However, we need to resolve our scouting step ploy, wherein
that's right.
we both get a free... this is the strategy phase now, so we have 3 command points technically, because one ticks up at the start. Mm-hmm. And then we get a freebie burn on the strategic ploys.
Yep.
But don't you get an extra one since you're not going first?
Ooh, yes. Yeah. That is the reward for not going first. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you get an extra CP.
Yes.
So, my free strategic ploy that I'm going to use from our scouting step is going to be, let me make sure this is the correct one. Whipcord Emergence. Whenever an operative is shooting a friendly Ravener operative, if that friendly operative has performed the burrow action during the turning point, I can reroll one of the defense die, and if the friendly operative is on my tunnel, it can reroll any of the defense die.
Cool. Roger that. I'm going to be doing Contagion, although I don't think it'll be necessary. Actually, let's do Cloud of Flies, and I am going to Cloud of Flies this spot right here. I wonder where I'm going. All right.
Then I'm going to use the Strategic Gambit of my Ravener Prime. If it's on the board and isn't incapacitated, I roll a d6. And it is, if it is higher than the current turn order, then I gain a CP. So please give me 1 CP, Jordan.
Thank.
Are you doing anything?
No. I use my freebie, and I'm ready to rock and roll.
I've used my freebie. I've used my Strategic Gambit. I don't have another Strategic Gambit.
Yes, you do.
Which one?
It's very important.
Is it? Does that count as a Gambit?
Yes.
Oh, it is a Gambit. I'm sorry. As a Gambit, I am going to place one of my tunnel tokens. I thought it just happened on my first turn, or on the has to be within 5 inches.
Okay.
So if that's there, then it has to be here. And that is my tunnel marker. For those who don't know, the Raveners put down tunnel markers and then can move between them and get bonuses for being on them or enemies being on them. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything as part of that process. I'm not. So I believe we are now done with the strategic ploys. So now we move to moving.
Roger that. I think you take it away.
So my guys move 7 inches.
Dang.
Jesus.
Zip zop zooming.
Well, I can just do this.
So I do have a poll going.
Okay.
Ooh.
Currently, 20% for gross stinky guys.
Oh.
80% for some angry bugs.
Can we get that poll to 21%? That'll make Nurgle really happy.
Also, question from chat: are we team soft pretzel or team hard pretzel?
Soft.
I'm a big soft pretzel
Dude,
fan.
I will betray lifelong friends for a good soft pretzel.
Dude, I'll demolish some Annie Ann's like it's nobody's business.
Oh my god. I actually had an absolutely amazing soft pretzel at Key West, of all places, like maybe a month ago. Did some family stuff, and we were in Key West, and this one random spot had a soft pretzel. It came in like a hook. It was hanging vertically, and it was steaming as they brought it out. And it was the most delicious, decadent soft pretzel I've ever had in my entire life. It was a whole meal by itself. It was nuts, man.
Oh, I don't know if we talked about these windows. I don't know if you guys know about how these windows work.
Hit me.
The only way you can see through them is if either you are within 1 inch or whatever you're trying to see is within 1 inch.
I see. Okay.
Okay, good to know. I have moved up with 1 action point.
Okay.
I have then used my other action point to do the mission action to push the button, so that now belongs to me. I put a little gold token on it.
Neat.
To signify that.
I like it.
And then I'm not going to use my third little action point because I don't have anything good to use it on.
Cool.
And let me just double check something. Throwing stuff. And we're done. So that was my first dude. Now you have a dude.
Roger that. Okay. Let me do some measuring real quick. Going through doors costs 1 movement, which means between my reposition and my what's the jiggle called? Where you just like scooch? Scooch?
Yeah, it's called a scooch.
Yeah. I have 7, which is the blessed number.
You're talking about reposition and dash?
Dash, yeah. Scooch is the...
Scooch.
Yeah. We scooching today, y'all. And I'm going to be able to scooch pretty much right here. With my third APL, I am going to push the button on this one.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Knocking that wall over.
All right. Not jiggle it too bad. Flip that. And I'm going to have this token representing that thing being radioactive. Good song. Who did that one? Was that Fallout Boys?
Imagine Dragon. These nuts.
Across radioactive.
Across radioactive's face, Jordan. Anyway. Okay. So then my Nid Prime.
Look at him skitter scatter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Behind 6, 7, and then dash an extra 3. That wouldn't be in great cover. But he can dash up and get right next to his buddy here. So he will use 2 actions to get there. His third action will also not be anything. That's the end. That's it. There you go.
Okay. Let's see here. What we're gonna do is tapey. All right. So let's do 5. Break that sucker off, and you have to move in 1 inch segments, if I remember right. Okay. So he would get there. Yoink. And then where did it go? Here we go. Yoink. I probably can't push a button through a wall, huh?
Nope.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so this little homie.
Huh? You probably could push that one, right?
Oh, it's the window. Hey! All right. This little homie is going to get right here, and he's going to window pop that.
Just reaching his arm through the bars.
Yeah. It's not an arm, it's a tentacle. It's just like, we're gooping it. To that end, it is a Biohazard, which is also a song by Imagine Fallout Boys.
No.
It could be.
No, man.
It could be.
Man. No. Okay. Here's a weird question, Jordan, that I should have asked beforehand. Can I just activate a guy, but then not spend any of his actions, and just that's it?
I don't know.
There's
I'm
no
pretty
rule
sure
that
you
have
can
to.
choose a dude and do nothing. Yeah, you can like do nothing a dude, I think.
Then I'm going to.
If not, you just like I'm gonna move. And exactly where I'm standing currently.
It's like Raven Wing. It was called Vibration Wing because people would be like, I gotta go a minimum of 12 inches to shoot, and they would just jiggle.
Well, it was because they would give you jink. It would give you a 4 pinball.
Yeah, so they would just vibrate their model back and forth. Dude, that was most busted.
Ninth edition, they were like, no, you can't do that anymore. And then 10th edition, they took that restriction away again, so you absolutely can do that. That's what people are doing with wraiths. With the the Necron wraiths. Because
oh my god,
they do the thing where they do mortals to things that they move over.
Oh.
And so they're like, I'm moving over you and then back.
Custodes bikes can do that too, then. That's not good.
Same shit.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Why do they have to relearn every mistake, every edition, dude?
This guy's going to activate and wiggle around underground and put like a sofa down in there in his little burrow, and then that's his turn.
All right. So I feel ominous vibrations.
Ominous vibrations.
Yes. Okay, so the rule for climbing up something, I'm pretty sure I need to be, let's see, if I can get within this of 2, and then up is...
Minimum 2.
Yep. All right, so then basically I got 3 that I can run this way. So this guy is able to get here with popped conceal order.
All right. Be within an inch to see.
All right, there is a door right here. Okay, I didn't know if there was one there. And you got a door right there as well.
Yes. Okay.
Where's your door? Is it above that window? Yeah, it's perfectly above that window. Okay. There's a yellow door right here.
Yeah.
It's perfectly above this window right
here.
Yeah. By the way, do you guys like my new doodad that I'm obsessed with?
It's great. You've used that before.
It's new.
It's not.
It feels new.
That's what people in chat started calling it your finglonger.
Oh, that's right. Pretend you didn't see it previously and it's new this time.
My God.
It's my birthday again. Y'all celebrate more.
This guy's going to wiggle around underground. It's your go.
Okay. The warrior is going to come out and play. Maybe. All right, so he basically has 7 after going through the door as well. And it is going to look something... Actually, I'm not going to use all of that. He's going to get, like, right here.
Okay.
And that was between the tactical jostle and then the scooch. He got that far.
Okay.
Take it away.
This guy's going to wiggle around underground.
TL198A1 says, Matt, that t-shirt looks insane on camera. LOL, love you.
Oh, it's doing the...
Oh, yeah.
You're both wearing shirts
The
that
Gaussian
are doing
pattern thing or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
It's called moire.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm creating problems.
That's a moire.
Yeah. It's named after the eel, actually.
Mm.
Yeah.
Spelled different, but yeah, named after the eel.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should.
This is amazing, dude.
Maybe we should think about what shirts we're wearing.
This is cool as fuck. This is like I've unlocked.
Your chest is like an old CRT monitor.
Well, now it goes away. It's kind of there a little bit.
It's a little bit there, but
depending on your resolution.
When we're small, it's.
It may be getting pixelated out, but I feel like I just unlocked the battle pass of whatever the hell this shirt came from, man, because that's like a limited... I got limited skins on, y'all. I'm glowing and shit.
Jesus.
It's on
Trip Adams is painting this box right now.
No shit. Hey, let us know what skin you're going with.
Yeah. What you doing, Matt?
Yep. I got 2 more left to jiggle. I think are you done jiggling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just have my reaction jiggles.
Reprimanding. Now you can only move 2 more away from where you are with reaction. I do remember being waylaid by that rule, so I don't know if waylaid is the right term for that, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if he gets up there by 3, it's not really enough. He needs 4. So, do I want him there? All right. Homie's going to move 7 through the door, doing the same shtick. Yeah, he's going to join Bad Boy right there. Basically next to that token. He is done right there. Feel free to jiggle.
I reactivate my prime and then stop. You go.
Oh. Wiggle while you're jiggling free. Okay, so let's go ahead and move my... Okay, so are doors like in a state of fugue, like open and closed, or is there like a... I think that's Into the Dark that I'm thinking of, where it's either an open or a closed state. Okay.
They're just doors.
Okay, you can't shoot out of a door, can you? Okay, but you can be punched within 2 of a door?
Specifically on this, you can punch 2 inches out of the doors.
Punch 2 inches out of the doors. Can you punch 2 inches?
You have to be touching the door.
Okay.
If you're base to base with the door, you can punch 2 inches out of the door.
And they can hit me back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Neat. So what I'm gonna do is Homeboy is going to tactically get 2.1 inches away from the door to just, figure some shit out.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic Matt.
Hold on, let me get some goofy shit in there. Okay, yeah. He's basically just jammed in this corner right here.
Okay.
And I'll put, because I'll forget his ass until like turn 4. I'm going to put that right there.
Okay. All right.
And that's it.
Then that's it.
Is that the end of the turning point?
That's the end of the turning
Damn.
point.
Huh.
We're going to be able to put this episode in a short,
Did
y'all.
anything happen?
We got into position. I mean, we're...
Nobody killed anything.
No.
Crit op, Elliot, you get 1. Matt, you get 2.
Yes. At the end of each turning point after the first. Okay, never mind. This doesn't happen yet.
Oh, it's after the first.
Yeah.
Haha, nobody gets anything. Get wrecked.
It's like that for the main too, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. The end of each turning point after the first. Yep, cool. Hella freaking NATO. Cool. Now what?
I guess turning point 2.
All right.
Yep.
Re-rack. All right, we roll off, and I think tiebreakers go to me because I did not have it last turn.
Yep. And don't forget to turn your little
Oh, yeah.
activation boys over.
Got to flip the pancakes.
Flip your
Wait.
pancakes.
Wait,
Oh.
No.
are you flipping them right? Activated and deactivated. Is that what you're doing? Okay.
Yeah. I'm going from unpowered to powered.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm tracking.
Yeah, for me, engaged is green, concealed is
Hold on, I gotta
purple.
let this guy. He was
And if you can
touching.
see the triangle, then that means they have not acted yet.
Yeah.
That's
I-
a play button.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hit the play button and flip it over. That's how we're handling it. But for those who want to see, this means that they're engaged, and this means that they are concealed.
Now, do I have
I
to
don't have the
babysit the
tokens.
objective, or can I push the button and run?
To push the button
push
and
it and
run.
run.
Okay.
It just means that if I wanted to get it from
Right.
you,
It
I
would
could
be
just
me.
come up and push the button, and you wouldn't contest it.
Right. Okay. Neat.
So you go. You're going first. So I get 1 command point, and you get. No, I get 2 command points. You get 1.
Yep.
Okay.
We need to do some strategic ploys as well.
Yep. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So am I at 5 right now? Okay. I'm gonna spend 1 on contagion.
Okay. What are you're moving that contagion token?
No, that's a cloud of flies. Contagion is if you're within melee range of me, you subtract 2 to your move stat and worsen the hit stat of weapons by 1. It basically you count it can't double up with the injured, so it's like pseudo injured.
Okay.
And if you're poisoned, then it's within 3 of me, or regardless of if you have a token or not, if you're within 3 of him, that effect happens. 'Cause
Okay.
He's got the icon. What poise are you popping? We go back and forth, right?
Yep, we go back and forth. I'm going to do my strategic gambit on my prime to see if I get my extra command point.
I don't think you do. You needed a 3 up on
I
that.
take 1 damage on my prime.
Oh my god. You thought about it too hard.
Yeah.
Although that one's coming right back. Okay, for 3 commanding pointsing. Let's go ahead and also pop. Let's see here. Your gun guy isn't out yet, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Let's also, although you could just fucking shoot. I'm gonna pop Cloud of Flies. It's gonna happen again. I can put this anywhere on the board. It is going to go right here.
Okay.
That's a CP.
That is 1 command point, yes.
Good. Using another strategic gambit to put another burrow token within 5 of this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what we're going to do is we're going to put it right here.
So, do I want to pop any more? Do I care about Lumbering Death? No, because I'm still positioning. I'm done.
Okay, I'm going to spend 1 command point on Whipcord Emergence. Whenever you're shooting one of my guys, if I did the burrow, I get to reroll 1 of my defense. If I'm on my tunnel, I get to reroll my entire defense.
Cool.
And you see something? Nope. We're also going to do spend 1 from Death from Below. Whenever one of my units is fighting, if it performed the burrow action during that activation, its melee weapons have balance. If it's on a tunnel, the weapons have ceaseless. And how much do I have left? I've got 4.
How many have you used so far? 3?
2.
Oh, right. Your faction rule doesn't count. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that is all I will use. I'll keep the other 4.
Neat. And then it's my jiggle.
And then it's your jiggle first.
All right. So shooting from on high down low, I can... If they have a conceal order, I can shoot them as if they didn't have the conceal order, right? They're in light cover.
Light cover.
I'm almost positive this counts as light cover.
What part?
This little fence right
These
here.
little walls here.
Is it a big wall or a little wall?
It's like a debris wall.
We didn't
that
actually.
one's heavy.
Oh, really?
That one's heavy.
Oh, shit.
That one there and that one there are light.
And this is light.
That's light.
Okay.
This one is heavy?
That's heavy.
Okay. Interesting. So if he's behind heavy and I have the vantage point, I cannot shoot
You still
him?
can't see me.
Let me double check.
All right.
I had it pulled up earlier. Vantage terrain. Whenever you're selecting a valid target for an operative on vantage terrain, operatives at least 2 inches lower with a conceal order cannot use light terrain for cover.
Okay. Cannot use the light terrain. And that is specifically heavy, that big wall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Interessante. Is this heavy right here?
Yep.
Okay. In that case, what we're gonna do is we are going to jiggle the warrior. He runs 8. So actually, let's do the champ maybe. He's got 8. If he doubles, he would get pretty much on that bitch right there. Just right up on that shit. Mm-hmm. Yes, the champion is going to skibbity bop right there.
Okay. What does Cloud of Flies do?
Cloud of Flies.
Should have asked that before.
Whenever an operative is shooting a Plague Marine that's more than 3 from it, if that Plague Marine is wholly within one of that marker, which as long as he's like touching the thing, it's going to count. The PM is obscured. In the ready step, remove the marker.
Okay.
So he counts as being obscured, basically.
Okay.
Now I can shoot out of it just fine. So, but that is him.
Okay. And you can still shoot someone who's concealed and obscured as long as they don't have cover, correct? Right? Let me double check this. I always get the cover thing is the one thing that I get a hang up on.
Yeah.
That I tried my best to learn, but it's just like a little bounces off my brain just a little bit too much.
The flowchart. Every once in a while I'll find a flowchart on Reddit, and then if I go back and look at it later, there will be a bunch of comments that are like, You fool!
It
You
is-
absolute buffoon!
It is not a valid target while in cover.
Okay, but obscure does not cover. So, awesome. Good to know. So then, 6, 7 each. Okay. So then this guy is going to burrow out to here, so that his toe in cover, so that he is hidden, at least a little bit. He will be, is this silent? It is not. So he will be engaged. I'm going to, is this the right one? Yes. That's a Venom Spitter. Whew.
How are you able to shoot him if he's obscured?
Because obscured is not covered, so even if you're concealed, obscured just means that I can't retain any crits and I have to remove one of my hits.
I don't think you can shoot him.
Why not?
Because that's not how, like, the smoke grenade is basically like mobile, you can't shoot me. So
But it's not giving you cover.
Obscured doesn't prevent you from being shot.
Obscured just weakens
if I got a
the shots.
conceal order and an obscured,
You have to be
Obscured
in
isn't
cover.
cover.
Cover and
Obscured is
conceal.
like explicitly a different thing.
Yes.
okay.
That's what I was just checking.
Can I, all
double
right,
checking.
so I thought that was like a wall of I can't be shot. I've seen bat reps where they do it like that. They're probably getting it wrong.
But they might also have cover. If you have cover...
No,
then
like
you-
it's
you
a
can
dude
seal.
standing out in the open on the flies thing and being like, you cannot shoot me, but I can shoot out, and that's like a whole thing.
Oh, that... No.
Can I position him differently? Because I didn't want to put him out in the open to get his dick shot off.
I'm looking at the charts to make sure, but as far as I'm aware, it's like a fully different thing.
We're waiting. Uno momento. Yeah, because that's why I was double checking, is because concealed plus cover
if the
means you
target
can't be shot.
operative is obscured, the attacker must discard one success of their choice instead of retaining it. All the attacker's critical successes are retained as normal successes
Yeah.
and can't be changed to crits.
Yeah, I would have done him completely differently. Do you mind if I...
All right, so we're
remove that?
backing
yeah,
up.
Yeah, sorry about that. That's completely different from everything that I thought the game worked. We're just going to put him on the other side of the wall right here.
Okay.
Okay, take it away.
All right. Well then, what do I want to do?
Yeah, all conceal says is in cover. Doesn't say anything about obscured.
Yeah. So, so the people who were doing that battle rep were probably getting obscured and concealed mixed up, because being able to stand in the middle and then just shoot out and not be able to be shot back is insane.
There's a few factions that can do that.
Yeah.
There's a few mechanics for it.
But that just being like a just general rule is buck wild.
All right.
So then
Somebody will tell us later if we're wrong.
Yeah, hit us in the chat,
But
y'all.
as far as I can tell.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a terrible noise, sorry. Okay. Then I'm going to activate my prime. He gets that many wounds back. That D3 many wounds back.
Okay.
Not that many wounds back. And then he's going to move over onto the tuttle and burrow.
Okay.
And disappear into the underground. Your go.
Me go.
You have one model on the board right now?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
You can theoretically have 0 models on the board, right?
Correct.
That's...
That seems like a bad way to play the game, but it's theoretically possible.
It's a bold choice, but being able to reposition your entire kill team is pretty wild as well. Okay.
Yeah. Being entirely untargetable and then being able to burst out relatively wherever I want and do whatever I want is pretty handy. Is pretty good. Good, if you ask me.
Yeah. We're gonna send this cat like... Yeah. This is heavy again?
Yep.
Okay. This guy is just gonna dance with that slice of sweet, sweet heavy terrain right there.
Okay. Then my big beefy boy.
BBB.
My big beefy boy is actually just going to stay right there.
Yeah, confirmed. Being obscured does not affect whether or not a target or an operative is a valid target.
Okay.
Perfect. Then if that's the case, then Venom Hands is going to wiggle around underground.
Okay. How about we move? This guy's gonna spend a bunch of movement to just get right here.
Okay.
And flippy that right
Okay.
there.
Trimmer Boy is gonna move around underground. You go.
All right.
I don't know what's happening right now.
My guys are like sharks in the water, circling
Can
underground.
you do that? I guess.
We're finding out.
I mean, that's what I was asking. Is
this needs
like
to
I can
flip.
activate and not activate them, or like and not do anything with them.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I never saw anything in the rules that said I couldn't.
My Psyker is going to stay in his hidey hole and count to all the magic numbers that Nurgle and the Death Guard love.
Okay. Wiggle.
Jiggle.
Go.
All right. Let's see here. The banner guy. All right. So the split on terrain or on territory is down this center line, correct?
Your territory?
Yes. Okay. Because this guy has an ability that happens if he's outside of my territory.
Yeah.
Okay. Roger that. So let us then. He's gonna jiggle into this little corner right here, and he has gone. So he is outside of my territory.
Okay.
I got one left. You got none left?
I've got one left. He's going to activate and move. I guess we'll also do the
2.1 door?
2.1 inch from the door,
Hell yeah.
standing right over
Nice.
here.
Dope.
Maneuver. So
Okay.
he's tucked just a little bit away from that door. Yeah.
2.1.
He's
Okay.
2.1.
Dope.
Wiggle that a little bit.
This homie is going to be concealed. He's going to get up right here.
Okay.
And that is the end of turn 2, I believe.
Awesome. So then
My tack op pops.
Okay.
Oh.
At the end of each turning point after the first, if the total APL stat of friendly operatives within 3 of the center of the kill zone is greater than enemy operatives, I score 1 Vic. If the total APL of friendly operatives in the center of the kill zone, but more than 3 from the center of the kill zone is great. Wait, hold on. If the total APL stat of friendly operatives on the center line, but more than 3 from the center. Oh, okay, interesting. All right, so I definitely got. All right, he's on the center line. This guy's within 3 of the center line. This guy's within 3 of the center line, but I'm not. Wait, he is on the line. Hold on. More than 3 of the center. Oh, okay. So I can't be within the center, but the line cares if I'm radiating out here. So I'm on this line too, so I get 2 Vics. 1 for being on the center line outside of 3, and 1 for being within 3 of the center.
What is that called?
That is called Secure Center. Very on the nose.
Very on the nose name.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And then for the crit, Matt, you get 2, Elliot gets 1.
I get
I
1.
believe so, yes.
Correct.
The operatives are secured by your kill team. Score 1 more. Okay. Bank.
All
We're
right.
already halfway through the game. What the fuck is happening?
We might, if it's early enough, we might have to re-rack and send it, boys.
I got another 3.
I got a 6.
So I get 2. Do I care about that?
Oh yeah, you got your reroll, don't you?
I can do my reroll thing. No, I'm gonna say that that's fine. I get 2 command points. You get 1.
Chase. Okay, so Gambit's employees. I get to cast Contagion for free because my icon is outside of my territory.
Okay.
And that's my first Gambit. What's yours?
I'm going to deploy my 3rd tunnel token.
Oh, the smoke comes away. Let me grab the smoke here.
5, so it goes right there.
Hell yeah. I'm on 4. Okay. You're fighting.
No, I just used my strategic gambit for my tunnel.
Yep. I am going to pop Lumbering Death, which, for this turn, any Plague Marine that's shooting or fighting, as long as they don't move more than 3, they have the Ceaseless rule.
That is a CP?
That is 1 command point, yes.
Okay. I'm going to spend my Prime's strategic gambit to see if I get an extra command point. I do not.
So yeah, you gotta beat the round number, I think, right?
Yeah, and so before I got it mixed up, before I should have gotten a command point and not taken damage, this time I do take damage. Or no, I rolled one last time, right? Yeah, okay, never mind, I'm crazy. Then yeah, he takes another. Yeah. I did it right. Okay. For a second I started thinking I had done it wrong. Your go.
My go, let's see here. I got Contagion, Lumbering Death. Do I give a shit about Cloud of Flies? Maybe not. I'm going to hang on to it. Nope, I'm done.
Okay. I'm going to spend 1 on Death from Below for the bonus from Burrowing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spend 1 on Whipcord Emergence for the bonus from Burrowing against being shot. So I get bonus from being shot.
Mm-hmm.
These are both CPs, correct?
You're spending 2 so far.
I've spent 2. Sorry.
I'm like trying to read rules.
And that is what I'm spending. Spent 2.
So you're at 2 command points remaining?
I should have 4. I have 4.
You were at
6.
I had 6.
Oh, okay. All right. Shit, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's... Oh, we flip all the pancakes.
Yep, I got the 1 to flip.
Nice, all right. Okay. And all right. Right here. Okay. What would I like to do? Let's see, where's your tunnel stuff? 1, 2, 3. All right, so you're going that way. Fascinating.
Uh-huh.
How about we go ahead and... there's no Overwatch. I think that's from the first kill team.
Nope.
Also Into the Dark. I am going to move this grenady guy. Do I care about him?
Okay.
Maybe. Stand by. 6. Something like that. Okay, Grenade Boy, or Bombardier, excuse me, is going to get over here, in this window, and he has acted. Take it away.
Okay. My Fell Talon, this one with all the flies pouring out of it, is going to he's going to burrow for 1. Gonna put him right here.
Okay.
Yep. And then he's going to spend 1 on Toxic Lunge. Select an enemy operative within 2 inches of this operative. Roll a D3 plus. You take D3 plus 2 damage on that operative, and it gains a poison token. So you take 5 damage on that guy.
All right.
And he gains a poison token.
All right. Go ahead and... So he is now 14 minus 5 is 9. Okay, he's at 9.
And then he is going to attack your boy.
Cool.
1, 2, 3.
Stand by for some...
Okay.
Okay, that triggers on inflicting damage. Never mind. That triggers on death, and that triggers on die rolls. So I don't have anything to pop beforehand. Okay, we just see with the die. So who is that? That's my icon?
Guess so.
Icon bearer. Okay, 5. 3, 4, 5. And you're looking for 3s here?
Correct. And they are lethal 5-up. And they have shock.
Okay. Stand by while I figure out what shock does.
You can fight twice, right?
Huh?
Can't you fight twice?
I can, but I burrowed, lunged, and attacked.
This is the third APL, yeah.
Yeah, I was making sure I was remembering that you could do that.
Yeah. I guess realistically, maybe it was better not to do the lunge, but the lunge is guaranteed damage and guaranteed poison, while the fighting is not, so...
It gets around my damage reduction, too.
Okay. Yeah. The first time you strike with a critical success, each sequence also discard one of your opponent's unresolved normal successes.
Right. Okay, so roll and then move all your stuff to the side, and I'll roll and move on mine, because these look the same.
Looking for 3s, 5s are lethal shock. And then give me 1 second, because I used, I have the ceaseless rule on my weapons, which means I can re-roll any of the attack dice results of 1 result. So I'm going to choose to re-roll the 2.
You are -1 to hit because of contagion.
Then the 3 falls off. I'm going to roll the 2.
Okay.
And that becomes a normal hit. So I've got 3 crits and a hit.
Okay.
And that means you lose one of your normal successes.
Oh, I haven't rolled yet.
I know.
So,
I'm just
okay. There's a failed 3 in there, correct? Because
the 3 fell off. Yes.
Okay, but it's still there. It just can't be used because I got a thing that cares about you rolling 3s. I'm trying to decide if I want to pop that, which I don't think I do right now.
I'll do that.
Okay. Here we go. I'm looking for 3s. This is with a plague knife, severe and poison. Interesting. Oh, no. So severe does not kick in. Stand by. You're gonna have first clap. You can discard one of the. What is it?
So are you talking about shock?
Yeah.
So shock is.
I got ceaseless. Hold on, I popped the ceaseless thing and lumbering death. So I re-roll all the 1s, I believe.
Okay. Good. Ceaseless, you choose a number and then re-roll those.
Yeah, boy. All right, that paid off today. Holy shit. It's a little bit better. We got a fucking fight on our hands.
So shock, I'm not doing anything. It's just one of your normal successes falls off.
The moment you activate, right?
First time you strike with a critical success in each sequence.
So you have to use a crit in order for that to happen.
To actually hit you? Okay.
Yeah.
So...
hold on, how much... What is the damage of each of these? The crits and the normals?
5s and 4s.
5s and 4s. Do I... Wait, I've got a thing here that's happening that I'm forgetting. Sorry, I promise I've got my rules going on here. Is it sickening resilience? Use one of the attack dice. Okay. 5s and 4s. That would take it down to 4s and 3s. He's got 9. You're holding 12 damage there. That wouldn't matter. Okay, never mind. Just let it rip.
So I deal 5 to you and you get rid of one of your normals.
Okay, so I'm at 4 remaining. Wait, 14. You did 4 damage to me just now? No, you
didn't. I just did 5 to you.
You did, no, I'm talking about the spit thing going on.
I did 5 to you.
You did 5? Okay. So it's 5 and 5?
Uh-huh.
So I'm at 4.
Okay.
Put the wrong face down there. Okay, and you discard one of my things, right?
Yeah,
one of my
you discard
normies?
one of your normies, so that goes over here.
Okay.
Then you have a thing.
Yes. Let's go ahead and push through damage. I'm going to put a crit on you, and you're poisoned. 4 damage and the poison.
Do you have a poison token?
Yes. It is a squishy poison thing right there.
Then I will deal 5 to you.
All right. Oh shit! Hold on. I need to do disgustingly resilient rolls. Sorry. When you did 5 to me just now.
Yes.
Okay. Disgustingly resilient. When an attack inflicts damage of 3 or more, roll 1d6 on a 4-up. Subtract 1 from each inflicted damage. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull these aside. These die are spent, and you did 5 to me.
Yep.
All right. So for every 4-up, I'm gonna basically regain a health on this. Jesus Christ. All right. He's at 7 now.
It's at 7 now. Okay.
Yes.
Um.
Da-da-da-da. Okay. Okay. Let me go.
Is that a 4 feel no pain?
Yeah. As long as it's... okay, so discussing originally. Whenever an attack inflicts 3 or more damage, roll 1... Oh, my God, never mind.
Yeah, that was like that.
Yep, I got that very wrong. That
All of your units have 28 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was using
Like
the...
you take 1 damage away from
Yeah,
the 5,
so that
right?
should be 4.
It was just a 4 damage.
And so he should be at 5 then. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
at 5. But you still got...
Okay, but I also have acid blood, so you hit me. So I'm going to see if that deals damage to you. It deals 1 damage to you.
Okay.
So you're
4?
still at 4.
Yes.
And then you still had 1 crit and 1 normal, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to block one of your crits with one of my crits.
1 crit for your crit.
Okay.
And then I get to spend, and I'm going to hit you for a normal.
Which is?
That is 3 damage, and let me check my poison vents real quick here. No, poison vents doesn't care about that. Just 3 damage.
Okay. So you dealt how much to me the first time, sorry?
First time was 4, second time was 3, you're taking 7 damage total.
Okay. I need to actually put his wounds on him. And then I'll spend my last crit for 5 damage.
Yeah, that gets him.
That gets him.
All right, let me see if I want to spend it on deadly poisonous demise. How much health does he have remaining?
13.
15. All right, yeah, that's not worth it. Okay, 1 boy is down. That does move him up on the kill chart.
I get 1 point from that. Actually, hold on. I might have just... Let me double check something.
Okay.
Okay, no, I had a normal attack and a crit left. I should have done this. It slipped my mind. I'm going to use my normal attack. When you would, and this gets me a victory point, and I'm going to call this as my attack op. I have implant. Whenever a friendly operative is fighting, when you would resolve an attack dice, you can implant an enemy operative instead of striking or blocking and discard that dice. So I had 1 regular, I would have discarded it, and then I would have dealt the crit. Each operative can only be implanted once per turning point. After the first, if you implant an enemy operative, you score 1 victory point. And then at the end of each turning point after the first, if any implanted enemy operatives are on the kill zone or in the kill zone, you get a victory point. So I would have gotten a victory point for TAC op for implanting him right as I stabbed him in the jugular.
But you do not get the second condition.
I do not get the second condition, but I do get the 1 from that.
Right.
And I can also do it at range as long as I'm within 6 inches of you.
Sure. All right, and you are expended and have a hot lie. So let's see what I'm going to do here.
Yeah.
We are going to...
Is that your concealed token?
Yeah, I'm going to get that out of there.
Oh yeah, I'm on it. And yeah, my guy is just like toe on that 3, but I think he got jostled. And
So he was on the 3?
yeah, he's like just toe on it. I think he got jostled with everything that was going on.
Okay, so I'm gonna go hot.
Does that token need to be sitting there? The concealed?
No, sorry, I just got that out of there. All right, I'm gonna go hot with this homie right here.
The poll is back up to 50-50.
Oh my God! I need you all to put me at like 37, 33, 70.
Something with 3s or 7s.
Please help me out, y'all. 49. If we can get a 49, that'd be nice. We just need a few hundred viewers.
What
Okay.
if they get you to 7?
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude. The only thing better than that is 77. I'll take that.
No, I think 7 would be just right.
Dude, I'll take 3. Shit. Let's go ahead and activate my warrior. My Plague Marine warrior.
Okay.
So, bolt gun. Whenever an operative is shooting this operative... okay, I have... defense dice, that happens when he's being shot.
I should have done that. I'm stupid. Whatever.
All right, so Astartes can double tap with bolt guns, and we're about to see how good that is. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to go ahead, and my first APL is being spent on shooting you with a bolt gun. I think you're in the open, and you got a hot token.
Did the cloud of flies go away?
Yeah, Cloud of Flies is gone.
Oh, okay.
And I think only I can take advantage of it.
Oh, okay.
It only cares about Plague Marines. Yep, 4s. I have Ceaseless from Lumbering Death. He has not moved at all.
Okay.
And I'm looking for 3s.
Is that the guy that's up top?
Yeah. It's this. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Hell yeah. Okay. 3s, and this has some rules. I am going to Ceaseless this 2. Alright, and then I'm going to Severe a crit. Alright, so I got 2 hits and a crit.
Okay.
I'm going to stack these over here.
And I'm sorry, it's this guy shooting him?
Correct.
Okay. So because of my Whipcord Emergence, I get to re-roll any of my defense dice. Wow! Dropped one. So here we go. Okay, so I have a regular and a crit. I'm going to re-roll that 1. It still does not get it. So...
Does the 4 save?
the 4 does.
You're on a 5-up, aren't you?
The 4
Yeah.
does not. It's a 5-up. Sorry, that doesn't do it though. So, that blocks everything because this blocks to the regulars and this blocks to a crit.
All right, let's re-rack and do it again. He's going to fire again. Second round of shots.
The re-roll matters a lot.
We are looking for 3s, Ceaseless. Okay, so 2 Reggies. We're going to re-roll the 1. All right, 3 Reggies.
Okay, looking for 5s, get re-rolls.
It is severe. I'm going to turn this into a crit.
Well, isn't severe if you get a crit?
I didn't. No.
If you get no crits.
If you get
you
no
get no
crits,
crits.
you can turn a normie into a crit.
Got it. I got it mixed up. Okay, so I got 1 regular success, re-rolling. I got 2 regular successes, so the crit gets through.
And it's buffed because you are poisoned, so it is going to be 5 damage.
Okay. Is it? What is the profile? Is it better to let 2 normals get through on this, or is it?
It's 3/4 bumped up to 4/5 because you're poisoned.
Because okay, got it. So it's still
So,
better to let the
Yes.
1 crit.
You
get
can
through.
choose to take 8 damage if you really want to.
I don't. So I took I took 5. You said.
Just 5. Yep.
Okay.
All right, and then he has the opportunity to wiggle. However, he is not wiggling free, so he's not going to be doing so today. Let's see. All right, he's done. I'm not wiggling.
Okay. Oh, God. Let me move some of these fucking tokens out of the way because there's so many tokens. I had them pressed up against this wall. Oh my God! I'm knocking everything around. Okay. I guess I didn't need to move it over. It's just gonna be too many tokens. Too many tokens in the way. Do this.
Yeah, this game can do a lot of tokens.
Okay. So. Let's see. What do I want to do here? That guy's concealed up there?
Yes.
Okay. He's activated?
Yeah, I moved him into an overwatching position.
That's right.
I keep forgetting you have a guy like under him. And I'm like, what is that token?
Oh,
like
yeah,
up
yeah,
there.
yeah.
There's a guy under him.
Yeah, he's just a little guy. So you got. Okay. You have 8 remaining?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Probably, well, I didn't want you getting away. What do I want to do here? He's acted, so he just has cover.
Depending on the angle.
Depending on the angle.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8. Need to get closer to you. Or I could just... 6. I could go. Ooh, God. Okay. So. This guy is going to burrow out here.
Okay.
Then he's going to move. Make sure I can get things. Yeah. I can tuck him in over here. Yeah. He's going to move to. Oh my God. Here.
Okay.
He's just barely in cover, tucked in. And then he's going to spit.
Cool.
He's going to choose the blast option.
You got me on 8 there, because don't you have a range of 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was measuring. Yeah, we'll do blast. Blast 2 inches. Hit that other guy too. Why not? So, shooting 4 attack die.
Mm-hmm.
Then I always get blast mixed up with the. Let me double check something. Let me double check I'm understanding blast correctly. Okay. That's right. So, primary target first, looking for 3s down to 4s, correct?
Why down?
Don't you have the thing that's reducing my hit, or is that only in melee?
That's only in range.
Only in range.
Yeah,
Okay, so
you're
looking
outside
for
of the aura.
So for then looking for 3s.
Okay.
On this. 1 falls off. That's 3 regular hits.
3 reggies. All right.
And does anything else pop off, or do I want to do anything? Give me 1 second here. Fight action. Did the burrow? No. No. Okay. Yep. That's it. 3 regular hits.
All right. Rolling saves. I'm looking for 3s. What's the damage on this?
4.
Damage is 4. Okay. So I'm getting my disgusting resilient, but that's only going to pull. All right. Looking for 3s. Fail 1.
So 4 damage goes through.
On a 4-up.
It's piercing. No, that's blast 2. Never mind. It's the other thing.
Yeah.
That's.
On a 4-up, it's -1 damage. It is -1 damage.
Okay, so you take 3.
3 goes through. He's at 11.
Okay, and then hitting the other guy next to him because of the blast.
Yep.
Looking for 3s.
I don't think boys give each other cover.
1 falls off.
Okay.
Especially not with blast because it's just hitting everything
Right.
in the area. So 3 regular hits.
Pass them all.
Dang. Okay.
Crit. Eerie.
And then that is him. Your go.
All right. I think I need to go ahead and activate the champion. Let me see how much of a scramble this wall is. It should just be 2. Yeah, it's 2. And then dropping down is free. So if I charge, it is 5 plus 2 minus 2 for the run over. So I really just got 5 to run around with. So from there, I can just get like on top of that objective. That is what he's going to do.
Okay.
And I'm going to be...
Was any of that stuff poison?
Huh?
Was any of that stuff poison?
No, because I didn't crit with it.
Ah, okay.
Just so you remember, if you end within 2 inches of that marker, then I get to interrupt you with my boy. And that marker definitely got jostled because it was underneath this guy's foot. Right there. Jesus Christ, the fucking...
So me being on the objective is 2 inches or no?
It should be, yeah. Because he was able to do his pop-up bullshit.
Is there any way for me to engage that guy in melee that isn't within 2 inches?
I don't think so, because I put him nose on the thing.
All right. And you're sure it was right there? Or that was the intent with that?
That was the intent, yeah, because it was supposed to be like right there.
He was on top of it.
Yeah, he was on top of it when he popped out, because that's how he got his bonuses and stuff. He had to be on top of it.
Okay. So what's the thing that's happening now?
The Tremor Scythe. Once per turning point, after an enemy operative performs an action in which it moves more than 2 inches and ends within 2 inches of your tunnel. If this operative is underground and is either ready or hasn't counteracted, you can interrupt that enemy operative's activation, counteraction, and use this rule.
Okay, what does that rule do?
If you do, activate or counteract with this operative, but during its activation or counteraction, it must fight or shoot against that enemy operative and cannot do so against any other operatives. If it is impossible during the operative's activation, this rule you cancel it and this rule hasn't been used. After completing this action's operative's activation, continue that enemy operative's activation if possible. So
I've got 2 APL that I'm holding on him right now.
okay. So then this guy's going to pop out. Wow! Oh, I'm sorry. God damn it. I'm going to pop out here.
Uh-huh.
Then operative can perform the charge action while it is has a conceal order on it. If it performed the burrow action during the same activation counteraction. Okay, so it can just charge, but it doesn't need to. I'm going to scoot this back.
Sure.
So then he's going to charge
Okay.
here. And then he's going to, so that was a burrow to get up, because he doesn't get a free burrow from it, he just gets a free activation.
Okay.
He's going to charge to close the distance with you, and then he's going to do his melee.
Sure.
Which is 5 attacks, looking for 4s because of your thing.
Stand by. I'm popping some shit.
Okay.
We are going to... I'm holding 3 command points. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How many swings are you making, and what's the damage profile?
5 swings hitting on 4s because of your thing. They are 4 5s.
Did that thing you just did cost a CP? Or is that...
That's just his ability. Once per turning point, he can do that.
You can always do that.
Yep.
That's really, really, really strong.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do... When attack dice inflicts damage, I get to see what the damage is. Okay. And then standby. There's shit that I'm just forgetting here. Curse of Rot. That happens when you roll deadly demise and there's an explosion. Virulent poison.
Oh, I should have done
PM's activation or counteraction.
Should have done that. But all right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna see what you roll first. Go ahead.
Okay. Looking for 4s. Oof. So 1 crit, 1 hit, but because I did burrow, that means it has the balanced keyword.
Reroll 1 die.
Which I get to reroll 1. Okay, so 2 reggies and a crit.
All right.
They're coming in at you.
Use this when attack dice inflicts damage, so I get to see what my rolls are. Okay. This is the Plague Marine Champion with the Plague Sword. 5 swings, looking for 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And severe. Okay. Looking for 3s. Okay. Let's pull that one. This is a crit. These are 3 hits. You will throw first, is that right?
Correct.
Is this the last fight? From that model?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to not use Sickening Resilience.
Okay.
So you spin first.
All right. So the what's the damage profile in your stuff?
You're not poisoned right now.
Nope.
It is 4/5.
4/5. Okay.
Yes.
So 4/5. He has 20 hit points. I'm going to block 2 of your regular... how do I want to do this? Yeah, I'm going to block 2 of your regular hits.
With 1 crit? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and counter your 2 right there. And then both of them?
Oh, both of them, got it.
Yep. And then the only thing remains is a single hit, which is going to leave you poisoned.
Okay.
That is going to deal 4 damage. You are poisoned. Stand by while I read his rule. Yes. He is going to... Grandfather's Blessing is going to give him back 3, equal to the number of wounds that are lost, to a maximum of 3 per turning point. And he did not get incapacitated, so he's going to heal for 3.
He's not hurt, is he?
No, he is. That's his thing. So he is at... I think he just goes back up to fresh because...
He's at fresh. He's at 14, right? Or no, what is he?
No, he's at 15. So you shot him here and did some amount of damage that put him at that, right? So he's at 11, and then he's going to heal. He's going to heal up to 14, actually. Yeah. Okay, so that is that. Then we will get 1 more die. And then put this on 2 right here.
Okay.
Okay. Now he can fight. I have 2 APL remaining on him. I have multiple valid targets. The first fight is going to go into the wounded guy on 8 health.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. 3, 4.
Jordo, I'm going to spend a firefight ploy, which is subterranean horror, which means that I get to resolve my attack dice first in the fight phase, as long as I'm on the defense normally. So I get to roll, or in this sequence, I get to swing first.
Does that cost a command point?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is the
wounded guy.
Not the Feldhallen is who this is. Jesus Christ! Okay. Okay. And this is the one with shock.
Neat.
So,
-1 to hit.
5s are lethal, looking for 4s.
God damn.
And looking for a 4. Okay. So, 4 crits and a hit.
Sure. Okay. All right. Stand by, buddy.
Okay. I'm going to get water. I'm going to get some water if you want to mute mics for but a moment. There are 4-5. 4-5, the crits deal whatever, and 1 well, do you have lethal?
Let's see. Your plague sword is severe, poison, and toxic. No, I do not have lethal.
Okay, then the first time I hit, that 5 falls off. And then, because of shock. And then, they have poison as well, so he'll be poisoned at the end.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just doing some math right now.
You're good. Oh, never mind.
What? You have another 10 damage?
The poison blood from this guy on him before, but we skipped it. It's fine.
Okay. 4, 8, 12. Then that's just going to do him. All right. That is not worth jack shit. Okay. Start spending.
Okay. So that's 5 damage?
You're not. You are poisoned
I am
on
poisoned,
this.
so that's 6?
This is a 6/5. Yeah.
Oof.
I don't know if you should be oofing right now, man.
I mean, it still hurts me.
Let her rip.
Then I am going to deal a crit, which is 5 damage, and then that will shock off your
hit.
Your hit.
Okay. All right. So he is at 9. Okay.
Do you get the resilient whatever?
Yes. Stand by. I'm holding a crit. That was 5 damage or 4 damage?
You just roll 1 die.
Right, but...
How much damage?
Oh, it was 5 damage.
Okay. So...
It was 4 damage.
I am at 10.
Okay.
Okay. What's his health? 8, right?
This guy, yes.
I'm swinging at, the wounded guy. 8. Stand by. Okay. Alright. I'm going to spend my crit to force through 6 damage.
Okay. Your guy takes another point of damage from the poison blood.
Sure.
Alright, because it's... Where's the... There it is. Yeah, 1 damage for the poison blood. Okay, then how many wounds does he have left?
He is holding 9.
Okay, so then I'm going to deal, use 1 of my die to get a victory point from the implant, and then I'll use the other 3 crits to kill him.
All right.
Which is a total of 15 extra damage coming in.
Right, and if I reduce it, then it would be 12, which is still enough. I'm going to pay a command point to poisonous demise him.
Okay.
Each out visible and within 3 of the PM that's dying gains 1 poison token. If they already had a poison token, they both already had poison tokens.
Okay.
Then they take 1 damage instead.
Is that only enemy ops, or is it also friendly?
That is enemy ops.
Enemy ops in Chirac.
So then they both take 1 point of damage.
That should put the one guy at 1, if I remember correctly.
Yes, one guy's at 1, one guy's at here.
Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Right. I believe now it is your activation.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Lovely.
So he's done a thing, he's done a thing, he's done a thing. He has not done anything yet.
He just did his whole action.
No, I'm putting it this guy.
Okay.
Did a full action, did a full action, did a full action. Hasn't done anything yet. Prime hasn't done anything yet.
Who's down there?
That's the wrecker is down underneath this building.
Oh.
He's hiding.
Oh.
He's being sneaky.
That doesn't sound like a wrecker.
No, doesn't quite. Oh, there's a door there. Okay.
There's the door there.
That's right, I had him standing away from the door. It's an extra inch to go through a door,
Yes.
correct? Okay. So,
You got 6 if you go into the
Tyranids
door.
very nicely open and close doors behind them.
Hell yeah.
So it costs an
that's
extra inch.
3 inches to the door, 4 inches to get through it. 4, 5. I can get to that door. And then I could dash through it. Ugh. For an extra, well, it cost me 1, get me 2 inches, and that would get me through 2 inches on the door. And I'd be right on that man on the other side.
Not within melee, but yes. Are you
To
trying?
that guy? How would I not be within melee of
You have
that
to
guy?
charge him to get in his melee.
That's right. You have to charge.
Yeah, you
And
cannot-
can't charge
Right.
if you
Dashed.
dash.
Right.
And charge is your normal move plus 2, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
So it would be your
then-
normal move plus 1 because of the door, actually plus 0 because of 2 doors.
Yes. So then the question is, he's here, so 7 inches through 2 doors. Ugh.
He's 2.1 away from the door, so I don't think it does it.
Nah, I can't quite make it there. All right. So then, what does 8 inches look like to here? Not quite to that guy either. Just double checking something real quick. Okay. He is going 4, 6, 7. Just get here and then I could shoot. Because he has a range of how many inches on the prime? 3 inches. But it is silent. So I could try and shoot that guy. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to move the wrecker. He's going to stay concealed as he does it, I think. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's just going to get right in front of this door right here. Right there. So that's a move. Oh, I'm being stupid. That was his move.
Uh-huh.
Instead of having him go that way, I can have him tuck around this way a little bit. And then he can dash his 3, get to this window. And then he can reach through that window and activate this thingy.
Sure.
I kept waiting for you to...
I kept forgetting. I was just flat out forgetting that I needed to get these objectives for a second, but I got there in the end. Okay, he's like right there, so I just need to. Okay, here's your token back.
All right.
All right, and that was his move.
Okay.
He's just peeking around the corner.
Here's your dice wheel.
Thank you.
Being sneaky. What's Chad up to?
Let's go graboids.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Don't fall for this man. He'll praise Nurgle and do numerology.
That's true. That is a true statement.
Kill Team and Spearhead are GW's best games. Because the big thing is the rules are free. How do we feel about that?
Honestly, that isn't actually a valid point, I will say. I don't know if it makes it the best game inherently, but I am a big proponent of rules should be free. Like, I think their whole... I am a big critic of GW's whole...
Paywalling 40K
paywall
rules.
design to their games. I think rules should be free, and if I wanted to use Oreos and Chips Ahoy and shit for my units to learn how to play the game, that's fine. And then get the hobby side of it should be incentive enough, right? And like the culture and the community should be incentive enough. If someone is interested in the game, they would have incentive to be like, actually, I'm going to get the models, and I am so that I can have these cool looking dudes with my friends, right? But also, I don't think that the boxes should be $50, $60. I think that they should have a more modern, digitally supportive pay model where you can buy the official sculpts from them. But you know that gets into a whole like redesigning of their entire company infrastructure, and that's a different question entirely. Just flat out, the rules should be free. That is an easy fix, you know, structurally.
Yeah, I think the way that people always talk about it is like either A, have the rules part of like the Warhammer Plus subscription.
Yeah.
Or just release the rules for free, but still release physical codexes with lore, art, paint, like all the stuff that old codexes used to have. That
I fully agree. I fully agree with the Poor Hammer guys had to talk about this, where the codexes should focus more on lore and art, and you should get a ton of lore and art. And yeah, some rules in there, but the rules should be free, or at least digitally accessible, almost exclusively because they update them all the time. They need to be digitally focused on that. And then let the codexes be something that the collectors and the people that love it can get and be excited about. That's chock-a-block full of cool stuff.
Realistically, that will never happen because they probably make a shit ton of money off of codexes.
Yeah, I mean, they make a bunch of money, and it's one of those things where, like, I'm sitting here saying they should do these things for the fan base that potentially might hurt their profit margin, but the fan base is buying them, so why would they hurt their profit margin? You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to do that. That's not how capitalism works.
Is a claw in 7 count as a model being within 7? I have an ability that happens to someone within 7 inches.
I think you always measure
base to base on kill team, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's always measure base to base and kill team.
That tracks.
You can decide if you can see a model based off of the model.
Right. Which all of my Raveners are modeled for disadvantage in that regard.
I prefer it that way. But like if you're like looking through a window, you decide if you can see the model because of that, but you measure to the base for things.
Saturate.
But yeah.
Are these two guys within 1 inch of each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, are they? I think so. Yeah, they are. Okay. I nudged this guy in the process of trying to measure. They are.
All right. Okay, the Malignant Plague Caster is acting. He has Astartes, so I am able to shoot psychic weapons and bolt weapons twice. I can do 2 shoot actions.
Okay.
Basically, the first one is going to be Plague Wind, Saturate, Severe, Torrent, and Poison.
Jesus Christ.
And let's see. Saturate means you can't take any cover saves, cannot retain any cover saves. The Torrent means it's going to hit homeboy over there as well.
Okay.
We will resolve my primary target first, which is this homeboy.
Okay.
So, Plague Wind is 6 shots.
Confirmed measure base to base.
3, 4,
cool.
5, 6. Looking for 3. Saturate, Severe, Torrent. The only thing that's going to trigger right now is going to be Severe. Yep. Fantastic. 2 command points, I see. Let's go ahead and... Do I reroll before I see what your saves are, or do I reroll after I see what your saves are?
I think before, because I think you finish your action and then I do mine, right? I don't believe our rolls are simultaneous. I think you do your attack and then I do my defense. Right. Let me see if I can...
Go ahead and spin me a command point on command point reroll.
Spent.
Yep, that's about right. Okay, take it away.
All right, and those are all normal?
These are all normal.
Okay.
I got no lethal.
So I'm on my...
Just regular saves, you can't take any cover.
Yes, I'm on my tunnel though, so that means I get to reroll my thing. So I'm looking for 5s reroll. Okay. 1 crit. Reroll. Damn. Okay. So that is not enough. One of them gets through, and that is enough to... Unless it's less than 1 damage.
No, it is 3 damage.
Then it is dead.
All right. All right. Then the attack...
He gets a victory point from that.
The attack is splashing onto that guy. We are going to roll the same thing.
Okay. Kill grade? Yeah, kill grade.
Yes.
Went up by 1.
1, 2, 3.
And my kill grade
4,
also
5,
went up by 1 before as well, if you didn't get that.
Oh, it went up again?
Yeah, because I killed a second guy.
You guys have to keep me honest on that.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know the chart.
I've got do you want the sheet?
I can pull it up.
I just forgot to remind you. I will.
Second guy that's hanging out back there.
Okay.
All right. The 2s fall. Crits stick. 2 crits, 2 hits.
2 hits, 2? Jeez. Okay.
Yep.
So I only get to reroll 1 of these because he did do the burrow action.
Okay.
So looking for 5s. 2 normals. Rerolling 1. And that is not it. So I get to block 2 of those normals, I guess, is all I'm going to get to do.
Okay.
How much damage do those crits deal?
That is going to be 6 damage total.
6 damage total, okay.
Yeah.
So that puts me at 15, puts me at
9.
9.
Okay. He's got 1 APL remaining, and that is going to be me. Let's see here. Do I have 7 on you? I believe I am base to base within 7 of you.
Okay.
So we are going to shoot the entropy gun.
Whoa.
Saturate, severe, and poison. All right. So that is 4 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's just a small entropy cannon.
Basically, yeah. Range 7, unfortunately. Saturate, severe, poison. You are already poisoned. Is not toxic. What else is happening? He moved more, so that's not doing anything. Okay. Looking for 3s here.
Okay.
Already spent my reroll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, take it away.
Didn't have severe or whatever, so that normal turns into a crit?
Sure does.
Okay. Looking for 5s, get to reroll one of them.
Okay, that's a wrap.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, then all that's left is my prime.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to... Set that there for a second. And over here. I think I can just sprint all the way around there. This out of the way. This out of the way. Okay, so the prime is going to... Oh my god, my hands are so shaky. Burrow there. Then he's going to charge, which will give him 9 move. Does he do anything special? Yeah, when I'm near you, it debuffs you in a way, but it's not in any way that kind of matters. Well, you cannot reroll attack or defense dice for that operative.
For which operative?
When you're within 3 inches of him.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 6. So he's going to run around to this little doorway here and burst your little bubble.
Sure.
And then he's going to attack.
Sounds good. 5 dice here. No, that's not it. Burrowing, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. Okay, no, we're done. Okay, so 5 attacks, looking for 4s, correct? Yes.
Okay, looking for 4s. This is rending. And then I have, because I burrowed, I have balanced, so I'm selecting the 2 3s to reroll.
Wait, balance is reroll 1.
Is it just reroll one of them?
Ceaseless is reroll an
Ceaseless
entire
is
dice.
reroll, okay.
Yeah. Did you have ceaseless or balance?
I have balance.
Okay.
So that falls off. So 1 crit, 2 hits, rending, which does... let's see here. If you retain any critical successes, you can train 1 of your normal successes as a critical success. So then that becomes a crit. So 2 crits and 1 hit.
Of course. All right, hold on. Let me look up one of these real quick here. What is brutal? You can only block with critical successes. Okay.
Woo.
Do I have lethal on this? Brutal, severe, shock, and poison. What is shock again? That's a critical success, so that's not counting on any of that. What is brutal? You can only block with crits. And then, what's the last keyword here? Severe. I'm going to retain this 3 as a 6. Okay. You have first spend.
Okay, and so you're saying the brutal was what now?
Brutal, your opponent can only block with critical successes.
Okay. Man, you got a lot of damage coming this way.
Coming up Millhouse.
Coming up Millhouse. What's the damage profile on these?
The damage profile on the Plague Marine Fighter is 4/5.
And it has shock too. So you're gonna get rid of my my Reggie.
The first time I strike with critical, it is going to pull 1, yes.
Okay. Then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of 2 of your normals with 1 crit.
Okay. I am going to... Do I cancel out your crit, or do I force through? I think I will force through and then shock that one out.
Okay.
It's going to deal 5 damage to you. You are now poisoned.
Okay. Poison and 5 damage out of 21. Oh, you take nothing. He is poisoned, and he takes 5, which puts him at 16. Then that crit is going to block your other 2 hits.
Okay. All right. Then what?
That is it for him.
Okay. It's very unfortunate. All right, so he hasn't acted yet. He is obviously going to go hot and fight back. Let's get one of these. Okay. All right, so he has 3 APL, first APL, and I can fight twice. First APL is being spent on Flail of Corruption.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Actually, hold on a second here. What's the other thing do? Inflict D3+2 damage separately. Perform this action while it's a concealed order during activation, which will perform more than 1 fight action. Not perform this action. It cannot perform more than 1 fight action during activation. Okay, they're stopping me from being able to do that, so... He has 15 health remaining?
16.
16 health remaining, okay. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, we will do a fight. Not his ability. I cannot fight, and then use his flail ability specifically. So... Alright, and this is going to have Ceaseless because he did not move.
Okay.
Looking for... let's see here... Did you take any normals on him? Or did you only take crit? I think you just took a crit, correct? Yeah, I only did crit damage to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. 3s re-rolling on Ceaseless. Going to re-roll 2. Alright. So that is 4 hits and a crit. Take it away.
Okay. Ooh. 1 crit, 2 hits, and rerolling those.
4 up or a 5 up?
I should be hitting off 4 up.
Yes.
That falls off, and then rending was... I can retain 1 of these as a crit. So I've got 2 crits and 2 hits.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I'm on spend first.
Okay.
Brutal is you can only block with... Okay, I don't think Brutal's going to come into effect unless it does. If I force through that, then I'm going to also peel off one of the regular hits. I think that's the play. Alright, so I'm going to deal 5 damage with the crit and peel off a regular hit as well.
Okay.
Right, so that's 5 onto you, and then roll for Acid Blood.
To 11. And roll for Acid Blood. No. Okay. Then you have 4 regulars. I have a regular and 2 crits.
Mm-hmm.
How many wounds does that guy have? 14?
14.
If I sent everything in, I could kill him. But how much damage do each one of those deal?
4 now. It was 4, 5. Now it's 4.
You only need 3 of those to get through to kill me. So I'm going to use one of these to block 2 of those. Crit to get rid of.
Alright, stand by. Let me double check some wording real quick here. Block with critical successes. Okay. Then I am going to push through 4 damage.
Okay. Puts him down to 7.
Okay.
Then I'm going to implant you. So give me 1 victory point for implant.
Does that have a limitation on how many times it can be scored? I think you've done that this turn already, right?
No, it's just per model.
Okay.
I can only implant each of your dudes once, and then
Right.
I keep scoring points on them after that.
Gotcha.
Unless they die. Which so far I've been killing them.
Right. Then I'm going to push through 4 more damage.
Okay. Put some at 3.
And then acid, please.
Oh yeah, that's 2 acids triggers now. So for you take 1 damage.
All right, he's at 13.
And then I send through the crit for 5.
All right, he goes down to 8.
Praise corn, baby.
Let's see.
Praise corn!
2. Okay. Then he fights again.
Okay.
You have 3 remaining?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 3, 4, 5. What do you want me to do about this?
Reroll it. I want you to eat it.
We are going to re-roll this 2. Okay. Crit and 3 hits. Take it away.
Sorry, I'm just double checking. Okay. A crit and 3 hits. Okay, looking for 4s. Ooh, that's terrible.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, intriguing. Rip.
And that just forces through 5 damage.
Okay, so then you take nothing from that. Spend me a command point, Jordo. And you will take 3 wounds from Death Frenzy.
Alrighty.
Wow. Dang.
Alright.
But he is implanted, and we will denote that with a...
That counts as a kill tally for me. Number 2.
We'll put this little, like, screamy guy on him
Okay.
to denote that. And then that's this guy's wounds.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How many more activations do you have?
That's it.
That's it. Oh, okay, then we're done.
Yeah.
So that's the end of Turning Point 3.
Mm-hmm.
What scoring happens here?
Yes.
Elliot, you get 2.
I get 2 from the objective and 1 from my implant on him.
Okay. And then, Matt, you get 1 on...
1 on my gimme. And the only one of us that has a base on the center line outside of the center is me, so it's going to be 1 for secure. For the center line specifically, not the center itself.
Secure center.
Wait, excuse me. TAC op, secure center. Sorry.
Yep,
There's secure center,
Yep.
and then everything
Too much
else.
securing.
Yeah. Okay. The second node there.
Pretty close game.
How does
Got
this work?
1 point difference going into Turning Point 4.
Stat of friendly operators when the 3 inches center of the kill zone is greater than your opponents, you get 1.
I do not have that.
APL stat of friendly operatives on the center line, but more than 3 inches from the center of the kill zone is greater than that of the aim operatives.
So
Gain
Bolter
1.
Boy back there, it's got that.
Got it.
Yep.
Weird. Okay.
Chuckles!
Chuckles!
Chuckles is free from the shed.
Free from the shed.
Yeah, Zach locked Chuckles in his shed to help him paint Quar models.
Oh, good.
That's nice.
Very nice.
That's nice for them. Okay, so then we do our roll-off.
Yes.
I got a Juan.
4.
Jordo.
Hello.
I'm going to spend my...
Well, first, 2 command points, 1 command point.
No, not yet.
He's going to re-roll that die.
Because I'm going to spend my equipment. That's what I said. Once per battle, when rolling off to decide initiative, if a friendly Ravener operative is underground. Nope. Can't.
Dope.
So then, yes, I get 2 command points. Thank you.
I'm picking up 1. Yep. Okay.
Have you on 4 and 2 respectively?
Yep. On 2. Okay, let's go ahead and activate Strategic Ploy will be Contagion. I have to pay for it now.
Okay.
That will be 1 command point, and then... No, that's not worth it. I think we go back and forth. So that's
Okay,
that's
you did that? Okay.
Yeah. We're doing strategic ploy still.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, you put down.
This
the
counts as
pipe.
a strategic play.
Right.
Strategic gambit.
It's a strategic gambit, which is technically...
Do them at like the same time.
Yes.
Right.
It just means that it doesn't cost me dollary dues to do. Actually, do I want to do it there, or do I want to try and sneak it to the other side of this wall? I don't have anyone burrowed currently, but it could be funny. That actually just gives me more options if I do it through the wall, so I think I am going to stick it right there.
Okay.
Then you.
Okay. I'm on 1 command point. Let's go ahead and activate. Let's go ahead and activate. This guy's at 9 health remaining or 6 health remaining?
9.
Mm-hmm. I'm done. Go for it.
Spend me 1 on Writhe Out of Sight. This guy is going to slip into the tunnel. Then how many do I have? Okay. Spend 1 on Tunnel Lurkers. If I'm on a tunnel, I have cover. I always have cover if I'm on a tunnel. Unless you're within 2 inches. Then that will be that. These 2 guys are dead, so it's just these 3. Yep, so your turn.
All right. Start
gotta turn
of
all
the
these
tactics
things over.
phase. Flippy.
Flippy.
1, 2. And you poisoned him with that fight somehow?
No, that's the implant. I've implanted him. That
Right.
stays on him.
Okay. Flippies. Okay. All right.
Elliot, have you distended any of your dorsal stacks yet?
I have not distended my dorsal sacs yet. I'm really hoping to be able to do it this turn. I haven't had a great distending of sacs opportunity.
Homie hasn't even distended his dorsal sac. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's buck wild, but get out of here. But you know,
Bug wild.
bug wild.
Oh my god. Okay. What is the distance here? Am I within? I got your base on 7 if I move up to the corner there.
Get out of here.
Mm-hmm. What are your defensive abilities if I shoot you from up high?
So that guy, he reduces the damage by 1 when you shoot him.
Okay.
Or just anytime he takes damage, he reduces the damage by 1. And that's it right now.
Okay. And that's automatic. You don't roll for that.
Yeah, that's just his ability.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Let us then move this guy up here. He's gonna fill in that gap, basically. Get right there. 1 inch move, and then we're going to shoot entropy at you again.
Okay.
Not pay for it, so never mind. Fuck. Alright, so entropy is going to be 4 dice looking for 3s.
Okay.
Saturate severe poison, and you're within 7. Okay. Alright, and this is going to turn to a crit. Alright,
Okay.
2 hits and a crit.
2 hits and a crit. Don't get a reroll, but I have 2 regular blocks because he has a 4-up save as opposed to a 5. But don't have any rerolls, so block the 2 normals. And how much does the crit normally do?
It's 3 and 7.
And 7? The crit is 7?
It's 3 and 7. Entropy is the magic number.
That's entropy, baby.
All right. Well, then I'm going to use my 2 to block the crit.
Yep.
And then the 2 other dice get reduced down to 2, and I only take 4 as opposed to 6.
Now, so sometimes the reduction only happens on hits that are hard enough. Can you double check that for me?
Normal or critical damage of 4 or more
Yeah. So the
inflicts
3s
1 less damage.
affect the
Wouldn't
threes.
afflict the 3s. That's still... Does anything else happen on the crit? Is it poison or anything?
You're getting poisoned either way.
Okay. Well, then it doesn't actually matter. I'll still block the crit out of spite.
One Speed Wonder says your SAT game is weak.
Damn.
That's true. That is true. You know, I can't... I'm sorry, I took 6, right?
Yes.
Okay. I can't deny that. I cannot
6 and
deny
poison.
that my SAT game is, in fact, weak.
Right, I got it.
Jesus
throw a
fucking
whole
Christ.
building.
I'm throwing a whole building. My hand-eye coordination is garbage right now. Okay.
So now we are going to then shoot him again with my last activation.
Okay.
Entropy, yep, just 4 shots. Okay. 3 hits and a crit.
Okay. Yeah. I've just been assuming I don't have cover. I believe that's correct.
I think yeah.
Yeah.
And I think even if you had light cover, I would.
I guess it doesn't matter.
For what?
You've been retaining accurate 1 because you're on vantage.
It would have mattered
You've been
last.
hitting-
Last time 1 fell off. Is what it is.
Same. Is this what's the weapon profile on this one?
Same thing. 3/7.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, then I'll block all 3 of the normal ones and just take 6.
All 3 of the normal ones. You take 7 then.
I take 6 because of my thing.
Sure.
Does the poison cause an extra damage?
When he activates, it will. Toxic is what I need in order to have it bump up the weapon. Okay.
Toxic poison, different. I get it.
Yes. Yes.
And that is his activation.
All right. So, my God.
What's he down to?
8.
Okay.
Poison is a D3 of damage,
I
right?
never noticed that guy has like cool wings.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
sick.
that's sick.
I think there's a kit that has them like basically they're corrupted upside down wings. There's some Imperial kit that has those wings like upright, and he's corrupted them.
Okay.
It's pretty fun. When you activate that guy, he's gonna take 1 damage.
He takes 1 damage, but then he also heals D3.
Right.
Got it.
Let me double check my poison vents. You are not within 3 of the Plague Marines, so never mind.
Okay. So then, so he heals D3 minus 1, essentially, is what's happening.
Basically.
Okay. If I want to activate him, I've got this guy down in here. I'll leave him. Weirdly enough, I actually don't want to kill that guy anymore.
He's got the implant, yep. The Alien 3 treatment.
Yep. So, you're No! Jordan,
What was that?
Jordan's over here breaking stuff.
Just chugging my phone on the ground.
1, 2, 3. And then I'd have to go like.
Is that guy gonna have like a chest
by.
burster come out of him at the end of the game?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, the implant. Yeah.
Are the Stinko men winning against them bugs? Currently no, but it's very close. It's a 1-point game.
Sure is.
Ooh, Gross Stinky Guys is at 44.
Ooh, so close.
Fucking shame.
So close to.
Get that back up to 5% more, y'all.
Okay.
I'll take a 33 even.
What do I want?
Oh, would you prefer 33 or 49?
Ooh.
49 feels stronger to me.
Death Shroud have to stay within 49 paces of Mortarion at all times.
Is that true?
Yep.
That's sick.
It's pretty fun.
So 49 seems like a holier number.
It does. And also, the 49ers come from the dirtiest city. I don't even know what city the 49ers are.
San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, that kind of
That tracks.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay.
I don't know why I haven't made that connection yet. That's really fucking funny.
This guy's going to move up to here.
The map that, or the city that was home to the Poop Maps app.
Oh, yeah. And I think they had to shut it down because it had too many points put on it. There's another one that was for like heroin needles. It was one of them had to get shut down because there were too many found. Anyway, we'll stop talking about bleak real life dystopias.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna
Talk about fictional dystopias.
Right? Yeah.
This guy's gonna move up to here. He's gonna activate.
Okay.
He's going to distend his dorsal sac,
There we go.
which
an
means
action.
he
Distend his
gets
sac.
this very provocative and
He gets a
evocative
testicle token.
token.
Oh yeah.
Little testicle token.
He's blue balling.
He's blue balling. And then he's going to shoot at that man.
All right.
So, I get
What
4
does
shots.
distending your dorsal sac actually even do?
It means that I crit. So, I crit on a 5-up, and I add 1 to the attack stat and the range. Oh my god, and the range!
Dude, why have you not been distending your dorsal sac?
Jesus fucking Christ, I don't have to go out
You're
into
not going up there?
public.
All right.
Yeah, I can just do this and then shoot.
Okay.
So that's what he's going to do. He's going to, because now he has a 16-inch range instead of an 8-inch range.
Wait, he doubles the range?
And the 8-inch range of the weapon rule is removed.
So it's across
so
the
it's
board.
infinite range.
Oh!
So it's infinite range.
Oh shit. Then do I actually want to shoot that guy? I can see that guy. He'll have cover though.
He's hot. He's got hard cover.
He's got cover. Is there anything I can do to fuck with that? I don't think so. No, I cannot.
Is there like a functional difference between heavy and light cover?
I think so. I don't know.
Not really.
Okay,
no.
I'll do some research then.
It's just Seek and Seek Light get affected by it, and like
I think
being-
Vantage cares.
Vantage
a lot
cares about
Vantage
it.
cares.
Vantage cares. The Seek rule cares, but other than that, cover is cover or obscure. is obscure.
Heavy applies obscures.
Yeah, and heavy applies obscured, but you have to be outside of an inch to be able to get the obscured. So if you have cover from heavy and cover from light, and you're like in this situation, there is no difference.
Yeah.
So I think I am actually going to shoot at the cover guy.
Cover guy. All right.
Yeah, because this guy is scoring me points right now, so I don't necessarily want to kill him.
True.
So we're gonna do this.
All right.
So shooting that man.
Okay.
Piercing 1.
So the thing that I remember about this situation, because this is heavy and I'm technically benefiting from both of it, I can choose either obscuration buff or light cover buff. I can't double dip.
Yeah.
They errated this to where you can't double dip anymore. Because before, I would get obscuring from this, and then I would get light cover from this section.
Yes, yeah. But
So-
because it's the same terrain piece.
And you
get
are piercing 1.
piercing 1.
Okay, and that removes one of my save rolls.
Yes.
Okay. What is the damage profile of this?
This is a 4/5.
4/5.
4/5 poison.
How many dice?
5.
You're looking for...
3s.
Fascinating. Okay, let's see it.
Okay. So you're taking cover obscured.
I think I get to pick when the dice are rolled.
I think you pick before the dice are rolled. I don't think you get to see if I rolled a bunch of crits and then decide you want to negate all my crits. I think you decide if you have cover, because then I get to decide if I want to negate any cover or negate obscuration with my rules. So
Update. Core rules log.
okay.
Looking.
Chat, if you know.
I don't see anything about this in the erratas. Oh wait, there's a whole other page. Da, da, da.
I shall also look.
When your operative is selected as the valid target, then you select. You pick if you're doing obscure or
Okay.
cover.
So obscure is going to give me what, and light cover is going to let me retain a regular auto.
Cover will let you retain one. Obscure is what you don't get crits.
I don't get crits and I lose one of my hits.
You don't get crits and you lose one of your hits. And what's the damage profile of this? 4/5.
4/5. Piercing 1. So you're already going to be losing one of your defense dice.
I think I need to take obscuration here.
Obscure just seems better.
Yeah. So -1 die and no crits.
Okay. All right. Twos fall off. These are all crits, but they are all now normal. That's fine. So then you get to roll your 2 saves.
All right. Okay. Looking for 3s.
Okay.
Got them both.
So then you take 4 damage and are poisoned.
Okay. He is at 10. There you go. Okay.
And
All right.
now it is your go.
Roger that. Let us then...
Venom is stored in the dorsal sac.
Hell yeah, it is.
It is.
So I can shoot you if you're within one of a window, so this would count? So... Okay. But you're concealed on that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that means I can't shoot you, correct?
Correct. Unless you get within 2 inches of me. But to get within 2 inches of them, with most of your dudes, you would probably activate my trap card. Of my tremor.
Got 8 health remaining. And you can do that interrupt thing at any time?
Mm-hmm. It's Jason Bourne.
So if I charge you and I end outside of 2 of your tunnel line, so if I fight him on this side, then you do not get the thing, correct?
As long as you're not within 2 inches of the whole tunnel line. So, yeah, you'd have to get all the way onto the other side of them.
Alright, which is 7, which I might have. Yeah, I got that all day. You just get there. Charge there. Fight that guy. You have 8 health holding on him?
Mm-hmm.
Does he minus damage in melee and shooting?
Yep, as long as the damage is more than 4.
Yeah. Okay. Marine fighter. You are poisoned right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am
Just
going...
so you know,
Yep.
when this guy when you fight this guy, because he has the crush ability, whenever I strike, you and your opponent roll off, adding 1 to the result if the operative this weapon is being used against has a wound stat of 9 or less.
I do not.
If I win, I inflict additional damage onto the operative equal to the difference between the dice results. So when we fight, when I hit you, we have a roll off. Yeah, we have a roll off, and then I can deal bonus damage to you equal to the difference between our dice.
Right. Okay.
Whenever you strike.
Right. Okay. He is going to charge, and he is going to get at that spot that we have agreed is outside of the tunnel.
Okay.
Which is going to be at this claw right here.
Okay.
Then I am not going to fight you right now. I am going to flail with 1 AP. I have 1 more AP after this. Inflict D3 plus 2 damage on each operative that's both visible to and within 2. Roll separately for each. If it's an enemy operative, the D3 result is 3. That enemy also gains poison if it doesn't already have one. So you are going to just auto take 4 damage.
Oof. Okay.
And now I'm going to fight you.
Oh, all right.
We're at 4. Okay. Let us begin. 5 attacks.
Okay. Jordo, spend me a command point for the fight first ability. So I will resolve my dice first.
That's on any of them?
Huh?
That's on any of them?
What do you mean, any of my guys? It's just it's just a firefight
Alright, I
ploy.
thought it was the hyper guy that could only do that.
No, it's just a firefight ploy.
Okay.
Okay. So I've got 5 attacks. Do I have a debuff on the hit?
Yes, you do.
Looking for 4s. Ooh, Jesus. Knock that down. Bump that again. Okay. So I don't get any rerolls, so it's just a hit and a crit.
Stand by.
There.
Alright. This falls off. I've moved more than my lumbering. This is what I have. You spend first, correct?
Yeah. How many wounds does that guy have?
He is holding 5 right now.
All right.
You deal 5 damage on your
I
hit?
deal 5 damage on the crit,
Okay.
but you have the damage reductions, and we're going to do the crush roll off to see if I deal bonus damage to you. See if I blast through your resilience.
Right. Okay. Tragic. Sure. Spend first.
Okay. So I'm spending the crit.
Yeah.
We're going to do a roll off. I got a 3. Got a 1, so I deal 2 extra damage, so that is 7 damage coming your way.
Okay. Man, this is rough. Okay, he's dead.
Okay.
Stand by.
All right.
Have you already healed, or do you heal when you activate?
Heal when I activate.
Okay, he's dead.
Okay.
That does not count, because that is the number that I'm guarded against you getting a Vic.
Yep.
Take it away.
Okay. Let's see. So I am going to activate him.
He takes a point of damage, and then you
Takes
heal.
a point, and then I heal back 2, so he goes up by 1. A total of 1.
Okay.
Goes. Still poisoned. What do I want to do with him? How many more activations do you have? 2?
2.
Okay. I still have my subterranean guy, but I kind of want to keep him subterranean because I can trap card him if needed. He is going to move underground. He's going to burrow. There we go. And he's going to disappear from the field of battle. That's your go.
Okay. He's going to be able to get within an inch of the objective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see this. There's one out. So 6 going here. And that does just barely touch. Okay. So how many command points do you have right now?
One.
The pop out is an activation, or is it a command point?
It's just an activation. Just happens. It's not a command point.
That thing is scary. What the fuck?
It's very scary. It's just once per battle round. It has subterranean ambush.
Yep.
Or yeah, it was per turning point, I should say.
How much health does it have right now?
Right now, it's sitting on 9, so it'll be sitting on somewhere between 9 and 11 when it comes back out.
It's poisoned, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at some shit first. How much AP does he have?
3.
Popping out of the tunnel counts as 1 and then charging counts as 1? Or do you charge as you pop out of the tunnel?
Coming out of the tunnel counts as 1.
Okay. Alright. Hmm. Okay. What I'm gonna do is shoot. Is this guy already gone?
Yeah.
This guy is going to, let's see. Jumping down is free for 3 or free for 2?
I believe free for 2. But let me double check. Let us see. Hang down.
Here's another question for the room. Hugging one of these windows.
Ignore 2 inches.
Ignore 2 inches? Okay. Hugging one of these windows, am I able to see this guy down here or no?
That depends on if you can actually see him.
Yeah, you have to actually see if you can see from your dude's model down to my dude's model. So you'd have to get your head in there and take a peekaroo, which with the bars being the way they are, I'm not sure.
All right. So from that perspective, it looks like I can see this window down to here into this head stuff, not even counting the filigree that's on there. I want you to look at it though before I do that.
Oh yeah, you can see just the top of his little spiky bits. Okay.
All right. This guy's going to go hot.
Okay.
He is going to also right up to this window spot.
Okay.
First, we will activate a crack grenade. He is my bombardier. He's got those for free.
Okay.
4 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are looking for 4s. That was a slow move, so ceaseless.
Okay. I have cover.
So this is saturate as well.
Is it you ignore cover?
Yes. Saturate. Defender cannot retain cover saves.
Got it. Okay.
I'm going to ceaseless this 2 into a 1. All right,
Okay.
a crit and a hit.
Okay, looking for 5s. I got a crit, so I will block the crit with a crit.
I'm sorry, this... Jesus Christ, this is piercing 1. I think it might be too late for that. Fuck. Yeah, it's too late for that. 4 damage.
4 damage?
4 damage.
Okay.
I fucked that up. Jesus Christ. Okay, then he is going to shoot with the bolter. This is
Okay.
from the bombardier.
Okay.
Okay. Stand by. Grenades when doing so doesn't count. Prove the hit stat. It was a 1 or 2. The blight grenades and blight grenades have the toxic. Okay. It was a blight grenade. 16, right. Okay. Bolter is going to be 4 shots. Alright. Retain that. We are going to ceaseless this. No.
Okay. Is this,
This is not,
sorry, I get to retain cover?
Yes.
Okay, so then that means if I retain 1 cover, I get to retain a 2nd cover.
Okay.
Because of my special ability.
He's done. Take it away.
Okay. So, I only have 1 activation left.
Yep.
Rude. Let me double check this. Or hasn't counteracted during that turn point. You can interrupt that enemy operative and do the counteract. Okay. So I won't get my full action to beat you up, but I can still counteract. What do I want to do with them? Ah! I could charge with them. Would that be worth doing? I could burst out and charge the man.
Damn fine question.
Maybe we do that. Maybe we do a burst out. Maybe we do a burst out charge. He has 10 wounds left?
He's holding 10.
Okay. And I'll be holding roughly the same amount. He hits pretty hard though, but might be worth it. I also get 2 attacks. So
Wait, popping out is 1, charging
Oh
is
no,
2.
I get 1 attack. Okay. But it would potentially prevent you from trying to get into the middle. What turning point are we on? 4? Okay.
The last one?
This is the last one.
That's the last one. Okay. Then, if this is the last one, then I think I do need to go for it. And cross my fingers. So, he is going to burst out here.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he's going to charge to here. How close does he have to be to this thing? I want to just steal it from you.
You can't be within.
Yeah.
Days from your-
Yeah, I can do. Would it be that'd be the critical objective?
You cannot push the button while you're engaged.
I know. I'm saying if instead of charging, I just moved onto that and then pressed the button, you'd be out of range of it, and I would.
Yes, that's the crit op.
Yeah. So then at the end, I would get. It would force you to try and take it back from me, because then at the end I would get 3 and you would get none. That's probably actually the smarter move. Instead of charging, I'm going to move 2 inches fewer and land here, and then I'm going to push this button and make it mine.
All right.
And then that is his activation. He is poisoned. Oh, God, dude, I'm sorry.
It's all right. He's not acting again. It doesn't matter.
Try not to punch things, but my hand-eye coordination is shot. He doesn't take or gain damage. He just stays the same.
Okay. All right. And he's done right now? He's done right now?
Yep. He popped out, moved, and pressed the button. That was his turn.
Okay. Not going to fall for that bait. We are instead just going to move the 5 plus 3, which is 8. Come over here, and then push this button.
Okay.
Get right there, and flip this.
Okay.
I think that's game.
All right.
That's the end?
I believe that's the
let's
end.
do tallies. All the implanted people are dead, right?
All the implanted people are dead.
So you get no more points there. Kill grade, nobody else went up.
I gotta score my security one more time.
Yep, we're going down the list.
All right.
Yep, so now your attack op secure center.
I have that. I do not have wine.
How much do you get?
1 Vic for that.
1-4 for that. Secure. Matt, you get 1. Oh, shit. Not like that. What did you have? You had 3.
You had 3, so
you're
he
at
goes
4.
up to 4.
And then
I get 2.
you get 2, so you're on 5. And then we reveal our primaries.
Yep.
Yes. Whatever I texted you, I don't even remember.
Mine is the TAC op. So I should score, if I understand this correctly, I get +2 from that.
There you go.
Hey, very close game. Just barely.
God damn.
God damn. Whew. It was a
1
toit one. It
point.
was a toit
That's
one.
crazy.
Those first 2 turns went blazing by, and the second 2 turns really.
Well, because nobody interacted with each other until the
Pretty
third
much,
turning
yeah.
point.
Well, I've got like this army is kind of weird in that it's a little slow in the build-up because you want to get your tunnel out because that's when you're going to be able to burst out and really screw with people. And that's where a lot of your survivability comes from too. So that's how I was able to keep my dudes from getting hit too hard.
Yeah, I kept hearing people like, whenever you're playing against Ravagers, you just stay away from their tunnel.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
Especially the Tremor
that's
dude,
very true.
he's vicious. And then it's like, the Tremor dude can interrupt you, but every other, like, oh, you have a dude near one of my tunnels? Cool. Every one of my dudes can pop out and beat the shit out of you in turn. And then also,
Yeah.
at the end, if you have enough units, they can start hiding again at the end. They're very, very mean. Very, very mean unit. Here's your tack op.
Sure. It's a lot of playing your turn during my turn, which is...
Yes.
That's a wild ride.
Yes.
Well, hot damn.
My brain was a little fried. Strategy wise, so I just kind of went in a straight line and crossed my fingers,
No, I
but
think
it seemed
that
to
was-
work.
I think that was the path.
But they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. I definitely like them a lot more than I'd been playing the Votan
Salvagers?
Salvagers? No, not the Salvagers. They're the one with the jetpack.
Oh, the Jaegers.
Jaegers.
Yeah.
And the Jaegers are butterflies with butter knives. They don't hurt, and they take so much damage, and I could not figure out how to play them at all.
That's one of those ones where you probably just like try your best to not interact with the other team.
Yeah,
and
as
just
far
push
as I can
buttons.
tell, they're very much like, don't interact with the other team, just skirt around and hide in the bushes, score some points, but like I had a really hard time doing that because I play games very aggressively. These guys are definitely a lot more of my they work in my brain a little bit better where I'm just trying to murder people quickly. Right. But it was a good game. It was a lot of fun. Hey.
Hell yeah. There we go. All right.
Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate it.
Well, Wednesday we're going to be doing a little bit of a post-game report.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Talking about this game.
We'll process our thoughts on it.
We'll probably,
Sleep on it.
talk about how busted their Aveners are, apparently.
Might be the case.
And
Maybe.
then next Monday we're going to be playing some Space Skits for
yeah.
week
Space
5 of Skirmish Summer. And then the next week we'll be wrapping up Skirmish Summer with some Trench Crusade, so make sure you tune in for that. It'll be a good time.
Absolutely.
Hop
love
in the
to see ya.
Discord, like, sub, join as a channel member if you want to support us a little bit more. Greatly appreciate it. I don't got
Feed
anything
into
else
our
to say.
addictions.
Yeah, feed our plastic addictions.
Absolutely.
Y'all have a wonderful night.
Hell yeah, toodles.
Good night, everyone.